Okay, so we got to the apex of the Victoria Range track in the General, and we have now found the start of a very cool hike to what's called Mount Thackeray. So it's around about 5:30 p.m. now. Sunsets in about roughly 2 hours.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hike to the top of this peak and have a feed at the top and watch the sunset.
We're just like bushwhacking now through the vegetation, hoping to find a way to the mountain. Bit of rock climbing as well, but it's proper dance. This spot is really cool. It's like all the rock formation surrounding us on both sides. And we're aiming to go there. So we're taking our time a little bit here because we're gonna come back after sunset. It will be much darker. So we'll just make sure we spot these rocks, have like some landmarks so that we can find our way back easily to the car.
Scramble. Here is here. tree fluff.
This is the kind of stupidities I have to deal with. So we've left our campsite in Mount Thackeray. We actually slept in the cloud overnight. It's 950 meters high, so the tent got wet. And we just continued to drive. We found this epic wild site. So we popped the tent to dry it, had coffee, and we're definitely gonna camp here tonight. So we're staying here a little bit longer, just shooting some content for a customer. So we've got a shower tent and as well a dome tent.
That spot we stopped at was so good that we ended up doing some product photography for a customer that got in touch with us and got everything done, which is really good. It was for some camping kit, and that ended up taking us until about 1 o'clock, and then we headed back to Hall's Gap.
Yeah, so we just grabbed some fuel there, a few items at the grocery store, and had a shower, which was very nice. And now we're heading back where we were. We saw some cool rock formation on the way, so we are tackling first the Wallaby Rocks track, which we are on at the moment. Pretty cruisy so far, so we'll see where that gets us.
home from Wallaby Rocks track, which was pretty cool. It was a little bit tame. And then we found our way onto one called Launders Track, which actually turned out to be really good rock crawl. Got some cool footage, I'm hoping. But yeah, that was intense. Parts of that were more intense than climbies. And now we are heading to a campsite that we kind of spotted earlier, a wild site. And we just passed some emus and a bunch of wallabies. It's 6:20 now, so stuff's starting to come out and feed.
So this is day 3 in the Grampians.
Morning.
We just had coffee, we packed the tent. So this spot is amazing. It's more like a sunset spot because the light was much nicer last night, but still very amazing to wake up with such nice view. So we're gonna tackle a few more 4-drive track and carry on.
I think it's funny because when people who aren't from Australia think of Oz, they just think of it being really hot the whole time. But I think we've been cold in the evenings and in the mornings much more than we've been hot, if you know what I mean. Would you agree?
Yeah. So this is breakfast spot. We're surrounded by big rock formation. So we'll climb one of them and see the view from the top. Wow.
Pretty cool. Yes, I am. Good morning.
So last night we had an amazing campsite, but it got very windy, so it was impossible to have coffee there. We came straight to the picnic area of the Mackenzie Falls that we are about to check out. So just have coffee and get going.
Thanks so much for watching the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. The Grampians has absolutely blown our expectations away. Now, we ended up staying here for a week, which was a bit longer than we had originally planned, and we ended up having to sort of hang around a town more than we would have liked. That sort of mixed the story up a little bit. Reason being, obviously, is the big coronavirus scare. If you've been watching us for a while, you'll know that my family's back in New Zealand and Angie's family is back in France. So we've wanted to keep in constant contact with them in case things change. And there is also the big possibility that interstate travel within Australia is going to be shut down in order to stem the spread of the virus. Now, if that happens, that's going to really change our plans, and we'll have to think of something pretty drastic, in which case we may travel straight to WA. At this stage, it's not happened, so we're just going to carry on as per usual.
Yeah, so we're just continuing our trip. We don't know exactly where we'll be in the coming days, but we'll be heading west towards South Australia.
Now, we're going to try and carry on this weekly video schedule, so nothing's going to change in that respect in the foreseeable future. Thanks for tuning in again, guys. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Most of our viewers aren't actually subscribed, so if you could hit that button, that would really help the channel.
Thank you.
See you next time.